UConn basketball's non-conference schedule for the upcoming season absolutely rocks, bro. Let's talk about it. First things first, the majority of the Huskies' non-conference schedule is against power conference opponents, and that's not even including the exhibitions against Boston College and Michigan State. One of the easiest ways to see just how serious a team is about the upcoming season is to take a look at their non-conference schedule. It's not the end-all be-all, but it's a good thing to check. And I think it's safe to say that Dan Hurley wouldn't have scheduled this way if he didn't think his team was capable of competing for a national championship, especially coming off a season that was relatively disappointing based on the recent standard that UConn has set. I think with this gauntlet, Dan Hurley is very clearly communicating the standard isn't changing. After the exhibitions against Boston College and Michigan State, UConn will open with 3 tune-up games against Northeast mid-majors. New Haven, welcome to Division I. You're probably going to get absolutely destroyed in this game. I don't think UMass Lowell or Columbia will put up much of a fight either, but again, these are just tune-up games before the schedule really gets going. Then UConn runs into a likely top 10 BYU squad. It's technically a neutral site game, but they're still in New England. It's at TD Garden in Boston. Kevin Young's offensive system is fantastic. They got Richie Saunders back. Rob Wright and AJ DeBonsa enter the fold. This will be a must-watch game. I'm expecting fireworks. Huskies go back home to face a very young but very talented Arizona squad that should be top 15, top 20 this year. They'll then face Bryant, one of the better teams in the America East, before going to MSG to play another likely top 15 team in Illinois, Brad Underwood's squad of Eastern European Wonder Boys. And then, as if things weren't already crazy enough, then they have a true road game at Kansas. You know how many non-conference home games Bill Self has lost as the head coach at Kansas? I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's less than 10. That's a crazy game to throw on the schedule. Now, it is part of a home-and-home arrangement. UConn will host Kansas next season, and this is their only true road game of the non-conference slate, but if you're only going to have one, that's a heck of a true road game to pick. You got to respect it. East Texas A&M should be a win. Then the Huskies go back to MSG to face the Florida Gators, the defending national champions who defeated UConn in last year's round of 32. They returned pretty much their entire front court, added Xavier Lee and Boogie Flan through the transfer portal. They're going to be stacked again. This is going to be another must-watch game. Finally, UConn closes out the non-conference schedule with a home game against Texas. At this point, I'm not totally sure what my read on the Longhorns is in the first year of Sean Miller. I think they have some nice pieces, maybe a borderline top 25, top 30-ish team. I'm not totally sure at this point, but regardless, another quality opponent to add to the list. Absolute gauntlet of a non-conference schedule for the UConn Huskies. Because of how tough it is, at the end of these 11 games, I could see them being 7-4, but I also think UConn will be really good in their own right, so I could also see them grinding their way to 9-2. I'm going to split the difference and say that at the end of these 11 games, UConn is 8-3. Let me know what you guys think of UConn's non-conference schedule and how you think Dan Hurley's squad will perform, and if you like college basketball content, make sure to hit that follow button.